Ladies and gentlemen, this is Flawless Diamond, your goddess to enlightenment, and this is my co-host,
Fly Shy, aka
Real Shy, and this is So Connected. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on podcast. If you wanted to download the podcast, don't forget to go to Podbean and download PCR.radio, and then you can hear exactly what we're saying right now. This is just a visual, but we actually have a podcast that you can download and take anywhere with you. If you're working out, if you're walking, if you're riding in your car, download this app and you can listen to this show.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So first, I want to say Happy Early New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Okay.
You guys have any goals set out
for New Year's? I do have some goals. One of my goals is I want to figure out a way to make money while I'm asleep.
Oh yeah, awesome.
That's the goal, and then I want to figure out a way to I'm ready to get my quantitative hypnosis. I want to get a space so I can actually start doing more sessions, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to bring nobody to my house, and I don't want to go to nobody else's house with all this stuff going on.
Right.
So I really want to get a space where I can bring these people in and I can do the sessions. And I actually want a session myself. Like, the more I listen to it, the more I get into it, I'm like, how you can help somebody else if you can't help yourself? I want to know what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Am I on the right path? Am I supposed to be doing this? And you know what I'm saying? Is this where I'm supposed to be going? Because I'm on my second level, but it's just, I feel it, but you know what I mean? I'm just like, I just want the little guidance in that for sure. It's like, yeah, you're on the right path. Or I don't want my subconscious to tell me, what am I right? Am I doing right? Or, you know what I mean? Just kind of shake me a little bit. Let me check a little bit.
Yeah, they'll keep directing you.
Yeah.
If it's not that route, they'll push you to do something else. But I think this will be the route for you to go.
Yeah, and you know how you know you're right about that? Because I was just listening to another one, and lady had she in her life she went she said she wanted to be like a healer or something when she was younger, but as she got older she started getting into the rat race, you know, into the business world, and she ended up being like this high time real estate lady. And after that, when she started doing real estate, make so much money, she said she didn't want no kids, she didn't want no husband, she didn't want none of that. She just wanted to be the top of her game, make all this money. She ended up getting into a plane crash.
Oh no, that's scary.
Wow. She didn't get a plane crash. She got in a plane crash. She said as soon as she came back to the plane crash, her whole body switched, her mind switched. She wanted to get married. She wanted kids. She wanted this. She wanted that. And so her subconscious was like, well, what happened? Why she had that plane crash for that to change her? And because she was going the wrong way. That wasn't what she had. That wasn't part of her plan. That's not what she made when you were over to making your agreement. When she made her agreement, that wasn't part of her agreement. And then she got down here and materialism got too much into it.
Exactly.
Materialistic. Yeah, got materialistic in it, and she got into the money part. You know what I mean? So she's worried about the money, the materialistic part, the you know what I mean, the higher echelons, all that. Yeah, but she had forgot about what she actually had trained for. Because it's like, so what happened to the kids that she's supposed to have? They're like, the kids actually sit there and like, we'll wait for her to decide to have us because we coming through her.
That's awesome.
Wow, you know, this is the entities have made.
And you know what? I feel like that actually kind of makes sense because when I went through my car wreck. Mm-hmm. After that, I felt that I was going through some type of rebirth.
Right.
You know, people were coming to me and they was like, Shy, you're glowing.
Yeah.
There's something different about you.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's that glow up.
Yeah. Yep, you already know.
The glow up.
Yeah, that glow up.
I like that.
It was another man, y'all. He was supposed to be doing something with healing too, and he went the opposite way, doing something else. And he ended up getting jumped in this alley. Jumped, beat up, stabbed. They say he almost died or whatever. So he went and did a session with Dolores. And she's like, what happened? She's like, oh, them were some of your best friends on the other side. They just did that so you can go to the opposite way. And she's like, he like my friends. He's like, them some of your best friends on the other side. Like, them are all part of your spirit group. They did that because you need to go a different way. If we wouldn't have did that, you would end up dying young and wouldn't have fulfilled your, you know what I'm saying, your contract because you were going the opposite way, the wrong way. So they will put you back in line. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Still free will, but they will try to still.
So they're guiding you.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? Because before my wreck, remember I told you guys I was antisocial.
Yeah, true.
Introvert. I didn't really talk to nobody.
Yeah.
And then after that, like I started to connect with a lot of different people.
Yeah, it opened you up. I think opened your mind up and your everything.
Yeah, it helped me let go of my ego.
Yeah.
and move towards my higher self.
Yes.
And to get connected, because sometimes your spirit guides will connect you to different people in order to get on the path that they want you to get on.
Correct.
So, yeah. So I definitely feel like this is the route for me, and this is a new path for me to go.
Yeah.
So,
I I love it. That's awesome.
So shout out to all the people who's figuring it out.
Figuring it out.
Like, sometimes we think you're going through the worst part of your life. Sometimes that worst part of your life is the blessing for the next chapter.
Hold on, and you said on the other side they don't know good or bad.
No, it's a situation. Yes, it's
no matter how
there's no judging there. There's no good. There's no bad. There's no right. There's no wrong. This is what's going to happen. This is that. And the whole thing is what did you learn out of that? What is your lesson? It's all about, it's a school, so it's all lessons. Ain't nothing but lessons and lessons. Lessons are blessings. Lessons are blessings. That's all it's here for. Everything you go through, negative, positive, good, bad, it's a lesson. It's no good and bad. It's just a lesson. What did you learn out of that? At every situation you ever been through, no matter if it was good or bad, guess what? You learned something. Yes, you learned something.
You learned that. Right. However you learn, that's dope.
But yeah, this is the school, so I mean, this is a great lesson. Sometimes those lessons, they will put you through some things, and you be like, what the?
And you looking like, why? Have you ever had, like, I know people that prayed, like, why is this happening to me, Lord? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's something against you.
Yeah,
you know?
But it's not.
Yeah, it's just something you got to learn. You know what I mean?
It's something you have to learn, and it's also a way for them to redirect you to where you need to go.
Yes.
And sometimes, even if it's like your relationship, friendships, you know, you may not want to cut them off, but sometimes it has to be that way in order to get to where you need to be.
We're stubborn too, so
a lot of us
say go that way. We'll still be like,
I'm going this way just because you said
going that way.
Exactly. Yeah.
We stubborn as hell, so I can see the spirits trying to guide us, and we like, I'm going this way, and they like, no, silly, you're supposed to go that way. You like. But
so they do different little gentle nudges and pushes to make sure you try to go that way. Because, like, you remember, you did sign a contract. You did pick this out. Like, one of the entities, one of the dudes, when he came down, he's like, I didn't choose this. He's like, no, you actually sat there and watched his family for 12 years before you watched the mom and dad, before they came together, before they was a whole. You watched it for 12 whole years, but on the other side, there's no time. Humans are the only person who we the only person who have figured out how to measure something with no measure to it. There's no time.
We found a way to.
We're the only one to measure something that can't be. It has no numbers. It can't be measured. But only humans are the only ones who like, oh yeah, it's times and dates and this and that.
That's the only way we can.
That's how we figure it out. But on their side, they don't have no time. Like when she was in the middle of one of her sessions, she's like, we gotta stop for lunch. We'll come back finish talking to you. She said, okay, cool. That's an entity on the spaceship. So she said, we stopped, we had our dinner, we had a lunch, we came back. She's like, okay, we back from lunch. It only been an hour. She said, well, it's been 2 years over here.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? So our time is not that because they don't have time.
Right.
She's like, I'm not where you left me. That been off was 2 years ago since last time I saw you.
You know, and
it only been an hour on Earth. They had lunch and came back.
And I feel like, you know how since we go by our age, I feel like that's what makes us older. In a sense.
Yeah, you're not
supposed to count it. No.
Counting it.
Yeah. And then all feel old, all 30 years old, all 40 years old. You don't, if you never had numbers, you wouldn't know. You'd be like, oh, I'm still, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. I am what I think. Whatever I think, that's what I am.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you wouldn't be like, oh, I'm old, or I'm this, or I'm that. No.
Think about the people think about older people that act young. That's because they don't really.
I don't accept that. I don't accept that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm not grabbing the concept of I'm old. I'm not. I'm still as young as I fucking feel. As long as I can get out here and do what I need to do.
Yes.
That's how young I am.
Yes.
But most people let the number break them down in life.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, what are 40-year-olds supposed to be doing right now?
No, then they let Earth and everybody around you and your surroundings. Oh, if this age supposed to have this, that age supposed to be this. This age, you know what I'm saying? Because they going with ages once again. You know what I'm saying?
Right. If it didn't matter, time.
Yeah. If it didn't matter, whenever you decided to come up or do, you know what I'm saying, shine and be your best, you could be whenever. But now you got to do it by the time you're 30, by the time you're 40. You know what I'm saying? Just because of what everybody, you know what I mean? Because with the Earth terms and these numbers and the stuff we're trying to count.
Yeah, and you see everybody else, you know, have kids by 25, married by 25, house by 30, career, and you're looking at it like, well, what am I doing then? Why am I wasting so much time? That's how you're looking at it.
But what you don't understand is that's what you're supposed to be doing.
It's not your man. It wasn't your time for that.
Is where you're supposed to be. Yes. At that time.
Can't nobody change where you supposed to be. And you make, and this thing, it's free will. So you made decisions to get you where you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Where you're supposed to be. It's gonna take you to make that free will to get you to the next place. Can't nobody do it for you. I can't hold your hand and take you to the next level with me because I want you to go. No, you gotta open your heart and say, I want to go too.
Exactly.
You can't hold your hand across the street. I'm just saying. Go ahead. That was dope. That was dope.
Okay, so first, I want to talk about empaths.
Okay.
I'm not
What is
sure.
that?
Empaths, they're pretty much a person who's highly attuned with like feelings and emotions of other people.
Okay.
A person like the word empath or empathy, comes from the
Okay.
pretty much. In other words, putting yourself in other people's shoes.
Like if somebody's telling you a story, you feeling the whole
You can
story.
feel that
You
energy.
emotional, involved in the story. Like you feel like they do whoever, if it's whether it's good or bad, like it happened to you. That's part of me. You know what I mean? Like you feeling some kind of way about them. Like and even as an empath, you ain't gotta talk to somebody. You could just like walk past somebody or be around somebody, and you'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel something. You know what I mean? Something about them. I feel. Like, I feel happiness. I feel sad. I feel. You can feel whatever they feeling.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know
and I will give you guys a list of signs that you're an empath because believe it or not, empaths are actually very rare.
Yeah.
Studies
Really?
show that yes, only 1 to 2% of the population, the entire population, are empaths.
Wow.
What if 3 empaths found each other?
Me personally, I
Whoa.
am an intuitive empath. So for me, I can read energy. I can feel people's emotions. Pick up on just a lot of different things. Good energy, bad energy, whatever.
Yeah.
So if you may think that you're an empath, here are the list and signs that you may be an empath. Okay? So when you see people cry, does that make you want to cry? Like in a sense, when you see movies,
if it's happy tears, I'll cry happy tears with them. If it's sad tears, I will. I'll cry sad tears with them. Like if every time I hear that one that thing on the radio where that dude won the $13,000.
I get happy too.
I feel like in my mind I won. I was with them, like I'll be so happy. I'll be crying like, oh my god, like, and it's just the radio and I'm hearing them, but I'm so happy that he happy, and I like imagine. Like I was there with him. Like you would think I was right there in the room with him. Like so,
and that's crazy because I know exactly
I feel it. I understand it. Like I got tears to like my eyes. You would think I was in the studio and it was my money about to hit my bank account.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
My crybaby self will. I don't watch a movie.
She said,
you already know. I cry in Lion King. What you talking about? Was Simba died? Quit playing with me. Stop it. It was all guys like,
That was different.
I'm broke down. Pause it. Wait a minute. Pause it.
I watch movies when people die and they're sad. I just
you know the first movie I actually cried on?
Which one?
My Girl.
My Girl.
Oh yeah, My
When
Girl.
that boy got stung by the bees?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I'm like, this is a kid movie. They gonna kill a kid in the kid movie. I didn't understand what was happening.
That was different. That's great. How did you kill a kid
in a kid movie? But it gave us reality.
And
This
he was
could
the
happen.
best friend.
He was dope. He was dope with the glasses. He always was there. He was he was a great friend.
I know. I cry every time each show 911. You guys ever watch the show 911 with Angela Bassett? I cry every episode.
Yeah. Really?
I cry. They
That's
so
crazy.
sensitive. Like that show is so
Why they do this? Why they put this show on TV?
They create tearjerkers every time.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's a lot of them. I can see that.
I quit watching daytime TV because of that. All of the shows, the doctor shows, it's always something bad on them, and you'd be like, oh,
I can't watch 48 hours.
Shit. 48 hours?
I can't watch that.
No, 48 hours.
I can't watch it.
Any of the doctor shows that come on after you get off work, all of those are just tearjerkers.
You're crappy. Your life ain't good. Ain't nothing right.
They gotta go to the hospital. Little girl got a brain tumor. The grandpa. I'm like, I know.
It's too much. It's too much. So another thing is empath. So that you need to like make sure your mind is on good stuff. Like if you because you know you're gonna feel it anyway. So the best thing about that, if you're gonna watch something or read something or even listen to something, make sure it's positive, upbeat. You know what I mean? So it can bring you into that good space.
Right.
So if you go watch a movie and you know I'm in my feelings already, don't go watch nothing sad. You know what I mean? Don't go watch no shoot 'em up, bang bang. Don't go watch, you know what I'm saying, no drama. Go watch something funny.
Don't do that.
Go watch something funny, or you know what I'm saying, removing the house, or you know what I'm saying, rebuilding the house. Watch something that you're interested in that you can learn something from, but be happy about. You know what I mean?
Cool. Yeah, and then the next one is you feel everything deeply.
Yes.
I do. Yeah. You can just have a deep thought about something, and it may not make sense to someone else, but when you think about it, it's way deeper than you can explain.
Yeah. That's possible. That's right. That's true.
Okay, the next one is you have many highs and lows. You know how sometimes you're always going through something. It's always some type of trouble you're in, and it's like eventually it'll be like a high. You'll have a high time where things are going good, and then you'll have a time where things are going bad. I know that's me.
Yeah, I was about to say, just thinking about it.
But I think it's not really bad, y'all. See, them guys saying
it's a learning experience.
It's a learning. It's a curve. It's a curve. They gotta give you some. Because if it all went good, you would never know when the bad thing happened to be like, oh, that's good again. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta do good, and then you gotta dip down a little bit, learn this lesson, and come on back up like, that was kind of hard, but I'm back and I like swimming. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're swimming, once you swim for so long, you gotta keep butting your mouth over to get that breath in. You know, take that breath in, you're like, I'm back and I can keep going. You know what I mean? So that's kind of a lesson too, I think. So don't think of it as negative or wrong. Yeah. Just thinking of it as, what did I learn out of that? What was I supposed to learn at? What was the lesson here?
Right.
Instead of thinking like, oh, I got me fucked up. That ain't supposed to happen. No. Be cool. And think about what I just learned. Yeah. What could I take and use this? If that happened to somebody else, what would I tell them? What would I tell them? Like, hey, think about it like this. You know what I'm saying? Give them the lesson that you learned. And they might be like, I didn't thought about it like that. Well, sometimes that's what we're here for. We're here to share our knowledge and let them know it's not a punishment. It's not, you know what I'm saying? You're not being punished for, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, the devil is doing it. You know, first you say the devil. Yeah, the devil did it. The damn devil. Don't blame the devil.
No breaks off. No breaks off, devil.
And don't say it's the devil. Just say it's a curve. It was something I'm supposed to learn out of this. And guess what? If you don't learn it, you have to do it again. So try to figure out whatever that lesson was, so you don't have to go through that again.
Right.
Because it will repeat itself over and over. You know, I keep going through the same scenario. I keep finding the same partner. I keep going because you're not learning your lesson with the first time. So we keep giving you that same. We're again. We're gonna give you a different color hair, different color this, a different color that. But try it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's like relationships. You keep picking the same
people every time.
Like,
it's the same person, different body. Same person, different body. Same person, different body.
For real.
Like, cause you learn your lesson. Yes, learn your lesson, let it go, and then wait for the next person who God sent to you. Humble yourself. Fold your fingers and humble yourself.
Instead of picking.
Don't be on Tinder. Don't be on you cute. Come on, you know me. No, they like it's the same. It's the same thing.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So y'all all get that. That all makes sense, don't it?
Oh yeah.
For everybody.
Yes.
For everybody.
But in every situation, that ain't just for relationship. That's for any situation you're going through. You keep going. This is my same job. I keep going through that. He got me messed up. You know what I'm saying? With the jobs, with relationships, or whatever. If you keep going through that same situation over and over and over, figure out what the lesson is.
It's you.
Figure out what that lesson is for you. And then you take that lesson and kind of tell somebody else about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Spread the word.
Yeah. Understand why you keep picking the same person.
And you don't know, you might help somebody else with their issues by you exploring your own.
Right.
That's real shit.
Yep. All right. The next one is you are a natural healer. So have people ever come to you about problems or situations and you actually help them feel better about it?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the
time. You know what? I used to call myself a psychologist because so many people come talk to me. I'll be like, my office hours are from 9 to 5.
I should get paid for this shit.
For real.
Really.
That's perfect.
Yeah, because when you tell them and then they don't listen and then they come back to you with the same problem over and over again.
You like this. You like it.
Hold on, speaking of that, it's a guy on the side of the road that has a tent on the side of the freeway, or on the side of the road where people pull up, and the sign reads, you need to get something off your chest or you want to talk, I'll listen. And when they say the news people went there and there was a line of people sitting there waiting to talk to this man, and they was like, why'd you do this? He said, because I'm retired. I needed somebody to talk to at times, and I ain't had nobody. So imagine how many other people are out here and they just need to vent. And they can't tell anybody. at least you can tell me, and I'm not going to tell anybody, but just to get it off your chest and make you feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, that's dope.
Yeah.
I've never seen no shit. Like, they showed the line. It's 10, 15 people just sitting there waiting to talk to him. Like, hey.
That's
you know
awesome.
what I mean? Yeah. So, shout out to him for doing that.
And I like to be that listening ear as well, because some people are really going through some things, and you never know, that might be their last time. You know, it might be the last straw, and they might be ready to end their life. You know, I just want to be there for them, and you know, try to understand, you know, how they're feeling and what's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm always anybody that want to talk and, you know, get something off their chest. I'm here.
I think that's why I went into the QHHT thing, because when I just heard everything, the helping you could do, because it's a healing session, and plus it's like I think it's healing mind, body, and soul. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get that past life in, and then you get them questions answered, and then like basically you help. Now you can go help somebody else, because all them life questions you're trying to ask somebody is answered. So now your mind is more open to be that for somebody else now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I don't need to pull
now
from you.
You're not so burdened down.
Yeah, so now I'm a little lighter than I can be like somebody, something. Well, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? Now I got time for you, because I'm not so worried about my own stuff.
Yeah.
Because I got all my answers that I needed.
That's dope.
Yep. Okay. All right, so the next one, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to love this one. You treat your pets like humans.
Oh, yeah. Bella?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bella?
Yeah, that's my, you know. Shout out Nipsey.
Oh, that's your dog's name?
Yeah, Nipsey.
Okay,
yeah, Nipsey
cool.
Blue.
My name is Bella Rose. Bella Rose Roby.
You know what I mean? Nipsey Blue Roby, to be exact. Yes.
Bella Rose Roby.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, yes, we do. Shout out to all the pet owners, because I know
You got any pets? You said you wanted the rabbit, right?
I wanted
She said
the
she wanted them big old. She wanted them big old giant rabbits.
Also, you want what?
I think it's called a Flemish giant or something like that.
Oh my God.
I want one so badly.
You're going to have the biggest rabbit in
But you remember I told her they do multiply fast. When we had a rabbit. I said, I think I worry about is the little pellets.
Yes.
They it's you know what I'm saying?
Look around like, where the fuck?
Yeah. Little pellets, and then if you get 2 of them, they gonna multiply super
watch out,
fast.
Your oak lift up somewhere, and it'll be a pot of them motherfuckers just sitting there, a load of them.
No.
And then as soon as you get ready to get them off, if you don't separate the mom and the daddy,
She'll be pregnant again.
All over again.
I don't think it don't take like what? How long? I think it don't take that long. Like maybe a month or two. Maybe a month or two before they had the babies.
Oh no, yeah.
You know, like most of the dogs, what, a couple months.
Yeah.
Like the rabbit, I think like maybe a month or a month and a half, something like that.
Right
She got
back
another litter.
Oh, she get fixed.
He said, "No, we not. This is what we not gonna do. Is at my apartment full of rabbits."
Oh no. Then trying to get rid of.
Yeah, right, big ones. She said, "Not even little ones. I got the big rabbits."
Yeah, God.
Oh yeah, that'll be. Then trying to get rid of them.
You like, excuse me. You have to get them in your back seat in the back car. You need ready on a rabbit. You want a rabbit? Keep them in the back seat at all times. Anybody want a rabbit? I'm giving. I ain't even selling them no more. I'm giving them away.
Yeah, you're giving them away at this point.
Yeah, I'll give them away for free. I'm not about to keep all the rabbits in my house.
You sit here. Yeah. Oh, how much? Free. Take it.
Right, free sign. Put a sign outside. Rabbits for anyone.
Hey, they had it was an episode of, you know, the girl superheroes got their own show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the girl who does magic, she had exactly 2 rabbits, and she had them in 2 different cages. The girl Superman, the Supergirl was like, "Oh my God, I love them so much," and the girl was like, "Hey, keep them apart. They'll get them." She was like, "Whatever." You know what I mean? She left. Bam. When I say in a month, you know what I mean? In the episode, they would just multiply. The girl was telling me, like, rabbits multiply.
Yes,
really,
they do.
Really?
Yeah, I told her that. Rabbits multiply super fast. They do. When they decide to go ahead and get it on, they gonna get it on.
Here go a litter. And they don't just have one. They have litters.
Litter. A whole litter.
So,
yes.
I might just get one rabbit.
Yeah, get you one boy rabbit.
2 girls, 2 boys, something.
But that's what's up. Welcome to the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, with us.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so the next one is your emotions have made you physically ill.
Oh, guys, we're talking about how do you know you're an empath. So, what did you say?
Your emotions make you physically ill. Now today, I there's an example because I was kind of upset, and I started getting a headache.
Really?
Yeah, I started getting a headache, but I listen to music to help calm my headache because it's like you carrying that energy that.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Binaural beats, pretty much.
Beats, like the
like
college
the
study channel?
111-444.
Yeah, just well, I think there was one on YouTube that was actually specific to headache relief.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It sounds and colors to help with anything.
Okay.
That's natural healing. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I do it all the time actually, and it does work.
Okay.
It does.
So you gotta pop an aspirin sometimes. Sometimes go listen to the beats. You know what I mean? Go look, find the hurts. Find the right hurts. Whatever you're going through, there's a hurts for that issue, for that. You know what I'm saying? Because don't call it a problem. Let's just call it for that situation. There's a hurts for that situation.
All right.
Okay. The next one is your love is over the top. You guys over love?
When I do, yes.
Always.
When I do decide to, yes. Yes.
When I do decide to
Yes.
love somebody, it's all the way up there.
You remember saying, I'm not toxic. You just don't know how to take unconditional love. See what I'm saying?
So, yeah. I believe that's me. I just...
Yeah.
I love.
And sometimes in that way, though, you get taken advantage of as an empath.
Yeah,
Yes.
sometimes.
You do. I've learned you get taken advantage of when you give more because of that love that you have for people. You overdo
they're
it.
not showing you the
They're
same.
not
showing you.
They're not giving it back.
reciprocating.
So it's more taking than giving.
Yeah.
And
Right.
eventually you're going to drain yourself out by keep giving, and you ain't getting nothing back. Then now you're like, I'm so tired. I'm so this, and that. Because mentally you're giving way more than you're receiving back.
Yeah, you deal with a lot of energy vampires.
I would just get out of my head. We're hiving right now. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Energy vampires are real.
I said that's called an energy vampire.
That is real.
I was going to say.
That's real. Energy vampire is
get
real.
away from that energy vampire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's dope.
Yep. Next one is you feed off of others' energy. So in that
That's the
sense,
energy vampire part.
yeah, energy vampire. So
Like
in a
we said
sense,
it, that's the next thing.
yeah, and if someone's upset or mad or sad, you're gonna feel that energy from them.
Yeah.
And
don't keep coming around me with that sad ass. I'm sorry.
You remember? No Debbie Downers.
Yeah, no Debbie
She's like,
Downers.
leave that energy alone. I had a great time. I don't need no Debbie energy.
I don't need Debbie
Right.
Downers or Danny Downers around me. But go ahead.
Yep, that's cool. The next one is you overthink.
All the time.
Overthinking.
I think that's just human nature.
Just overthink everything.
Yeah.
And the answer is so simple. It's right
Yeah.
there. But we'll think all outside the box.
Over it, around it, under it. The answer right here, you like, nah, that ain't it.
I know.
You everywhere but.
Yes.
That's too easy. That's too simple.
No.
It can't be that.
Why would it be that easy?
It is that easy. This is Earth. Earth is that easy. You just gotta
And it
accept
causes
and do
you
it.
to second guess yourself a
All
lot.
the time.
And then that's where the mistakes happen.
And that's where the mistakes happen.
That
Because
is
you're
so
supposed to trust
true.
your first
Your
one
first
is
thought was always the most purest thought because it came from you. You know what I'm saying? It came straight from that second thought is that conscious mind.
I
But
talked
what
about-
about what if we? And I don't know if we can.
Remember on the last on another episode, I don't know if it was the last one or not, we talked about following your first mind.
Mhm.
It was like quit second guessing that guy or that voice, because 9 times out of 10, the first thing comes, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Then the human will kick in and second
That
guess
conscious
that
mind.
voice. Like,
So I think subconscious is the
what
first
if it
answer.
don't happen?
Yeah,
So what
subconscious.
if,
I think subconscious is first, and then the conscious mind come in, and that's the little kid voice. That's the one always doubting everything, don't believe in nothing. You know what I mean? Always negative.
Yeah.
And sometimes you gotta shut that voice up. Once again, you told me to shut that voice up
the time.
because the conscious mind know what he's talking about. You actually are a sentient being. You know these answers, but when you came back down to earth, we had to wipe your memory clean. Because they said, what would be a test if you knew the answers?
right.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a test.
It wouldn't be a sense for new answers. So that's why we got to come down here, wipe our memories clean, and then we got to figure it out again. But a lot of these kids coming out, they're not getting their memories right clean. They ain't getting to know. They know what they're here for. They know what they're here to do. And really, kids are teachers to the parents.
Yeah.
The kids kids are here to teach you.
The kids are here to teach the parents. The parents may teach the kids. How you think so? You teach them the regular reading, right? But I'm saying life lessons. What's about to happen next future? These kids know. So we gotta listen to these kids. They the teachers. Yeah. They came in with their DNA already together. They came in knowing they plan.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever know? Like, have y'all ever known an older person who likes to hang around young people just to absorb the energy? Like, I don't want nothing from y'all. I just like hanging around y'all because it makes me feel young.
Mama whole crew was what? My mama whole crew was my nieces and nephews and little cousins and, you know what I'm saying? It's our whole crew from when we was little all the way to now when she passed. But everything was like, she loved hanging around the young kids.
Yeah, and then even when you at work, you work with a lot of older friends. You have a lot of older people as friends.
Yeah, and what you don't understand is they're hanging around you to absorb your youngness.
Yep.
Like, I like feeling, you know what I mean, talking with them and, you know, coercing with them and, you know, I love that, y'all. So, shout out to all the people, you know, the older people.
Shout out to the people who are empaths. If you're an empath, know you're an empath and accept it and just move around with it.
Listen to all the signs she's been naming.
Yeah.
If you can say, yep, that's me. Yep, that's me. Yeah, you might not even know you
might not know it.
You feel me?
But maybe you're supposed to watch this show so you can figure it out.
Absolutely. Okay, so the next one is friends often ask you for advice. And remember, and we was just talking about being a psychologist and saying my office hours are from 9 to 5.
Yeah.
That's where it is.
I'm telling you. So, I agree. I got friends asking me for advice all the time.
Yeah.
I've even had people come and sit next to me if I'm just sitting down outside somewhere, and they'll come to me with a story, and it's like, why are you telling me all this stuff for, you know? But, you know, I'll just sit there and listen to them and just talk to them.
Yeah.
So,
sometimes you got to get a different opinion from somebody else. You feel me? I've talked to everybody I know, and I know what they say, but you got to get an outside opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I can talk to my friends all day. I know what they're going to say. I hang around them every day. But you get somebody that you don't hang around every day and ask them.
You know, the weirdest place I got information from somebody like that, we was actually at a gentleman's club, a strip club.
Yeah.
And one of the ladies, I'm at the stage, I'm giving money, whatever, and she just totally stopped dancing and came down and was like, my boyfriend about to get out of jail, and I don't know if I want to strip no more, and something like.
Yeah.
She just quit dancing and tell everybody, like, what's going on? She's like, hey, you want to be the house mom? I'm like, house mom? I don't even. What? I was just giving her a couple dollars and you could do this. I'm like, you so pretty. Why are you on that stage? And she came over there and just broke down everything.
Right. I don't need to
see my boyfriend about to get out of jail. Yeah, she just broke down the whole story. So my friend like, what was y'all talking to her about? I'm like, I really wasn't talking. I was just listening. And she was talking to me. She talking about, you want a job? And
you felt it in your soul. She was like, she's good people. She is really good people.
That's the weirdest place I ever been. When I'm talking about, she totally stopped dancing. All dudes looking around like, what is happening?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm like, she is telling me her life story right now. Give her a minute.
Right.
It was good though.
I know I've had a lady come to me and said her husband had died in a fire and she lost everything. And they, like, some people will come to you and just tell you random things. Like, you could just be talking and just out of nowhere they just start telling you all their business and things that, you know, you shouldn't even tell anybody.
You didn't even ask for it, but they gonna tell you anyway. Like, I don't know why, but you just look like somebody I can lean on. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
I think they feel it. Like we said, humans are on in your face type shit, but they don't understand we feel waves too. So when you walk past somebody, they feel that aura like, I can talk to you.
Well, we're 80% water, so water holds different vibrations. So, you know, it's a Chinese man, I can't remember his name, but he did an experiment on that. He put different sounds to water and froze it. And he got different geometric shapes.
He played
rock music, rap, Mozart, all of them too. But he played the instant music, and he froze it while he was playing, and all of them made beautiful, different designs.
Yeah.
Oh,
but the rock, it was all.
It was like bubbly, and as you could tell, it was just the energy went right.
The energy.
So when you listen to that, but listen, if I'm 80% water, whatever I'm listening to, that's the crystals that's going on in my body. That whatever that spray he got, that's what's going on in your body whenever you listen to that.
Yeah.
You know what what I'm saying? Because we 80%, you know what I mean? If we mostly water, then we are doing the same thing inside our bodies. Like, have you ever saw the rice experiment?
The rice experiment?
Explain it.
Okay, it's the rice experiment. It's this lady, you take three jars of rice. You put water in them. One of them, you say good things to it. The other things, you say bad things to it. The third one, don't say nothing to it. Do this for a whole week. In a week, you'll see that the one that you say nice stuff to is germinating, is pollinating. You know what I'm saying? You can actually like put it in the ground and grow it back up. The one you talk bad to, it didn't turn moldy. It's black. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's moldy black. The one that you say nothing to it all, it's like you know what I mean? It's turned all the way black, and it's, you know what I'm saying? It's getting. I'm not getting nothing.
Yeah.
So like your words do mean something. Your words are action. They are vibrations, and they do mean something. So be careful what you say to somebody.
When we get done,
yeah.
That's real.
Yeah, that's
real.
real.
I about to say, maybe we can do that for the show. Maybe we get get the 3 jars and the water and the rice and do it for y'all for the show.
So do you put the top on, or you just leave the top off? How do you do that? Because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk bad.
We can do it. I mean, you can put the top on if you want to. You got one talk nothing but nice too. I love you. You're so pretty. You're so cute. Yeah. And then the second one, you talk negative too. And the third one, you say nothing to. And I actually told one of our managers this at work, and then he just transferred out the whole section. Yeah. I told remember our old manager, Cody.
Oh yeah.
I had told him about it. I was like, can we do this can we do this experiment for the whole group? He said, okay, so what is it? So I sent it to him, and after that he was like, okay. And he just transferred out.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
He's like, I don't know what's happening right now. But yes, words mean stuff, y'all. Words, you can, depending on what words you use to different things, it can create different reactions to it. Yeah, when I told him about it, and then he looked it up, he wasn't, and he transferred out my whole, my department.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, and then it don't help. I turned around and did QHHT. Positive hypnosis therapy.
She was trying to get
you too.
I think if it was back in the day, like back in the 1900s, I'd have been called a witch. And they burn at the stake. You already know. You know too much.
I don't know what this is, but this is different right here.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna do an experiment for y'all one day. Y'all gonna get the 3 jars. You'll get the rice, get the water, and then we're gonna put like on the first one. We're gonna put a good sign, say nothing but nice words, nothing but negative and rude words, then nothing at all, and then see the different. You know what I'm saying? See how they changes and stuff. And like we actually like can keep a camera on there so we can see as the days go. You know what I'm saying? You see how this that good one fermentate. This one is going down, and that one just go black. Yes, I promise y'all, it's gonna be good. I think we should do that, y'all.
You gonna talk baby talk to?
I will. You the cutest rice I've ever seen in my life.
I can't wait to do it.
Okay, so the next one is you pick up on vibes instantly.
Always.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people.
You know, I can just look at people and talk. And the moment I talk to them, I can just tell if I'm going to like them or not. Some people don't get
dope.
that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Me, I wish I could do that. I'm more of a filler out. Like, I got to fill it out first. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I have to know you. Okay, let me say, because I've made friends with people that, you know how you walk into a job and you be like, oh, don't mess with him, he's rude, he's mean, and
that's my best friend.
Yeah.
It ended up, because it was, okay, I'm going to tell you, it was this little old guy, and he used to work in my old job that I was at, and everybody would say that about him. Oh, man, he's so mean. Oh, he'll tell him. Oh, he said, so one day I went into the cafeteria, I had some change, I thought I had enough. I'm like, oh, man, I didn't have enough. I looked around, and he's handed me the pot. Here, Mike. I said, what? No, I didn't bring enough. I already paid for it, Mike. Here. And gave it to me.
Oh, see?
Every day I would see him. Hey, Mike, how you doing? I was like, hey, how you doing, man? And we conversate. And one day, I got to repay the favor. He walked up, and this is months later. He walked up to the thing. Like, damn, I left my stuff in the car. I hurried up and bought it and gave it to him. Like, here. He said, what's this? He said, no, Mike. And tried to get it. It was too late. I was like, just because people say something about that person, I don't go
exactly.
off of it.
You got to talk to them
I
first.
want to make this myself. Let me see if he's mean to me.
You have to have your own opinion about it.
And then every time they would tell me after that, I would tell them, he's not that bad.
Guy. He's a good guy.
I don't know what y'all see,
All they know is what everybody else said, so just repeating it. Nobody probably even gave him a chance.
Yeah, y'all don't even talk to him because of what everybody else said. So, yeah. Gotta take a chance on them, man. You know?
Right. All right. The next one is putting others' needs above your own. Yeah, I definitely have that problem.
You do it too much? You feel like
too much. Too much to where it's like now I look back and realize I should have been putting that time into myself.
Yeah.
And because it's in a sense it's like I care more about, my problem is I care more about other people's feelings than my own feelings.
Yeah.
And in the end it ends up costing me.
Yeah.
So that's in a sense, like I said, you get taken advantage of being an empath.
With that being said, you got to start choosing you.
Exactly. And
like you got to be the first choice sometimes.
And you know what? And that's what I've decided to do when 2022, that's my goal for 2022 to start.
Treat yourself first.
Yeah, treating myself first and being true to myself.
Because there's no way you can help somebody else if you're not true to you.
Exactly. And it's about being real to myself and about what I need.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I have to do. I have to stand my ground too.
Yeah. Hold on, stand your ground and let the person come. You know what I mean? Like, don't go halfway. Because most of us will either go halfway. I'm on my way.
I'm coming.
You gotta make sure that person
is the right person,
willing to come have the other half with you. You feel
right?
Me?
And
because like you said, you'll be so caught up with, I'll just do it. I'll come. Don't worry. I'm gonna handle it. And they like, damn, because I really wasn't trying to. But you don't know that. You don't know that that's how they would think. Well, I just wasn't gonna do it. You know what I mean? Just figure out something, and she gonna make it happen. So
right. So for me, 2022, it's gonna be all about reciprocating energy.
Yes,
that's what it's gonna be about.
The same thing that's
yes, whatever you giving me, that's what you getting back.
Damn right. And we gotta say our New Year's resolutions before we get off the air. Before we close out.
Yeah.
Just to let people know what what we changing, what you're leaving behind.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
cool.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. So the next one, this is a good one because I'm very strong at this one. Human lie detectors. Being an empath, you can just tell when people are lying.
You're lying. Yeah.
I can just talk to.
Go ahead.
But you know what?
I see it touch your soul. She said, "Oh, you hit the right one." We talking about liars.
Human lie detector. Yeah, being an empath, you're a human lie detector. I've had this. I'm pretty good at knowing when people are lying. Mm-hmm. And the sad part is, it's like they know. It's like that. To me, I feel like it's disrespectful when people are lying to you because at that point, they're thinking you're stupid.
Yeah.
They think you're stupid.
I think it different. I think a different way now.
How?
So now that I have dealt with so many liars, at this point, I let them lie and get comfortable with the lies, and I start adding stuff to the lies. See if they go with it. Now I'm entertaining myself. Okay. Now I'm entertaining myself with this lie. Okay. If you come up with a lie, I'm gonna add something that I know you didn't do. This if you gonna keep lying.
You gotta do.
You know what I'm saying? And then when they keep lying about it, notice something that you know in your heart that did not happen. They didn't do that. Instead of them saying no, that didn't happen, I do that. They gonna keep on lying, and now you're getting entertained because you're like, I know you didn't do that. You know you didn't do that, but they get so comfortable. And so confident in their lies when you keep asking questions like you believe them. Now you be entertained. I don't even be mad no more. I just asked. So you went over. So what happened? And then you bought 5 pair of shoes. Damn, you was balling. So can you cash at me like $200? You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. I know. And the more confident they get, the more entertainer it's gonna be at this point.
Yeah, a lot of times
this is entertainment now.
It's entertainment. I don't even I don't get mad no more. I used to get mad upset. Like, why would you lie to me? Like, you think I'm stupid? I'm dumb. At this point, no. I'm gonna change it on you, and I ain't gonna be feeling no kind of way. I'm about to be entertained about this, and I just want to see how far the story can go.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times I just don't even speak on it. When somebody's lying, I don't even just call them out on it right then and there.
I can call them out because the liar's gonna lie.
Yeah,
and they're gonna keep lying. They're gonna lie about that lie, about that lie, about that lie. So I'm like, at this point, I'm supposed to get mad here is me because they're confident in their lies. Yeah. They're gonna keep going. So at this point, I just entertain myself with the lies.
Yeah, they're just keep gaslighting.
Yeah, so I just add some shit to it. No.
Have fun with it.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my God.
All right, so the last one. This one's kind of funny. Commercials make you cry. Have you got crying on commercial? Them dogs, the eyes of an angel.
It's that little boy with that damn fly right there. Move it! That'd be so bad. It's that fly right there on his eye. It's on his eye.
I think, listen, I try to desensitize myself to it, so as soon as I say, would you like to click?
Yo, it's I ain't gonna even do this with y'all today.
No, I'm too emotional for that shit. Like, you know what I mean? And then they play the softest music behind it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, somebody need to help. Who's the cameraman? Why did y'all record this shit? Did nobody help them while y'all was recording?
No heart here at all.
You hear me?
You see the dogs on there looking all sad and
The dog comes to ASPCA, come save the animals. They're really doing bad right now. You like, who let them get that bad and then filmed it? You know what I mean? Like, goddamn. Nobody, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's you, but yeah. I mean, I don't even give myself a chance to get caught up in them commercials no more. Yep. I desensitize myself. Just click. I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm emotional.
Yeah.
So I know what's going to happen.
And you guys, that was the list to know that if you're some of those things, if you feel any of those things, that was the list we gave y'all to know if you're an empath or not. That's what that was about.
right. So, and there's also quizzes you can take too if you go on Google. I'm not sure what the exact website is.
Just say Google for empath or Google to see if I'm an empath, something like that, and it'll come up and do it and see what it says. And you never know what's going to come out. You might learn something about yourself.
Man, I was about to say about yourself. Yeah. Shout out to all the empaths.
Yes.
They figure it out. You know what I mean? Do your homework.
It's not easy at all being an empath.
Yeah.
And next, I guess next show I will talk about the different kind of empaths because there are different.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in a different. Me, I'm intuitive, so there's different ones like an animal empath, a plant empath.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like you talk
about
to the animals.
like an animal psychic.
Yeah, they can connect with animals. Some people are like plant empaths. They're good with growing plants.
That's me.
Yeah, I can know when the plants is thirsty. You know when they're hungry. You know they need more food.
They change colors. That means they need something. And it's like, hold on.
They talking to you.
Everything that, and I'm not just talking about plants. I'm talking, and this is for me, loving plants, loving animals, loving all that. If something's wrong with them, they'll tell you. Period. If a dog is barking too much, either he needs to be walked, he got to use the bathroom. So everything in the world, besides humans, are going to communicate with a human and tell you what they need. Like if you're going to have me, you have to know the symptoms of what's going on. You know what I mean? If I'm changing yellow, give me water. If I'm hungry, you know what I mean? If I'm barking too much, feed me, walk me. You know what I mean? So it's just up to you to see the signs, know it, recognize it, follow it. You know what I mean?
Right. I always wanted to learn how to grow plants.
Ooh, it is so relaxing.
Really?
Yes. Like, start you a small garden. Just anywhere. Or grow plants. Get your little potter and just start some seeds or something. Just taking care of them gets you into, you know what I mean? Like, just...
True.
Yeah,
right.
just caring.
Okay.
Caring for something. You know what I mean? And I guarantee you when it starts dying, you're going to feel... Because you start feeling it. You're like, oh my God, that's my baby. What am I... It's going down. What do I? And you're gonna get new pots. You're gonna repot everything. And like, you know what I mean? You're gonna try to diagnose it and figure out what's wrong. And that's based, it's like
so you may be a plant empath.
Yeah, I think
you should look into it.
Yeah, I am now. I didn't even know that existed. That's why when you said it, like animals and plants, I'm like, what?
Yep.
Yeah, that might be me.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, I learned something today, y'all.
Yeah. Every time we hear, we learn something.
You're damn right. Something new every time.
So, we all have guides, we all have our own guides, right?
Yeah.
So your guide is there to help you through some of them questions you got. Your guide will guide you to those things. With that being said, you can't be a guide until you don't need a guide.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Say that again.
You cannot be a guide until you don't need a guide.
I thought you said guide.
Guide. No, you have a guide.
That was deep.
No, I didn't say guide. I said a guide. You have a guide. We all have guides. Somebody who guides us. Somebody, you're never alone.
Yes.
You're never ever by yourself. You're never alone. It's always your God is always there with you. Somehow, some way, watching over you, make sure stuff happen. Like when them little stuff be happening, you're like, oh, that almost happened. It just always, you know what I'm saying? Make it right.
To me, I think that's graduation. After you pass away, you have if you get your certificate or your diploma, and you can become a guide. That's
well, it depends if you finish that lesson from that class.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. If you finish the lesson, it's like graduating.
Instead of coming right back, you can go to school, you can do a
that's your graduation. Like, damn, you made it. And you passed all your tests.
So now you can go help somebody else.
You want to go help. You got a diploma. You know everything in life.
And sometimes they don't have to ask you. They can just tell you to go help this person, go help that person, go do this, go do that.
Like, and because how I look at it is you're now a teacher. Because you went through all the teaching through life and made it all the way through. That's why I said when you pass away, you get your diploma. Well, you did good.
Yeah.
Now you got to start teaching, and you have this diploma because you know more than they know. So I'm gonna put you with somebody, and you kind of got them too, man. You know what I mean?
And you know our soul never sleeps.
Never.
Well, even while we sleep, because this is a vehicle. The vehicle has to sleep. The soul doesn't have to sleep. The soul can go in every. So most time when y'all sleep at night, every time you sleep at night, your soul don't have to rest at all. Your vehicle is resting. Your soul is off and taking classes, doing this. You can go anywhere. You can go any universe, any dimension.
No, look, that's true because when I used to work construction, and whenever we had, it doesn't happen now because I'm not using my brain as much at the job I'm at. But whenever I do construction jobs and I have to cut and remember things and things like that, when I go to sleep, I do the work in my head while I'm asleep. So when I get up and go back there, I know exactly what to cut. So when we come back, I'm ting, 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 and they like, how in the hell? And I was like, y'all don't understand. I dreamt about this.
Oh, yeah.
One of the guys I was working with was like, you said you what? I said, I dreamt about what we were going to do today. I know exactly how we're going to do it. You know what I mean? Because when you go home, you're like, we'll figure this shit out tomorrow. My brain didn't stop working.
Yeah.
It started working as I was sleeping, like, oh, yeah, I think y'all going to figure it out there. I'm going to figure it out now. So when we get there, we can just start moving.
That's cool. And I know I dream, like, I don't even have regular dreams. Like, a lot of the dreams that I have, it's like a soap opera in a sense.
Wow.
It's for real, like, it's like literally me watching a movie, but it's someone else's life. I don't know whose life it is.
Wow.
Sometimes it's pretty
that
much.
Could be your past life. You're watching.
I don't know.
You can watch your past.
You watching it like, wow.
Your past. You can watch your future.
I watch it like a movie. I've seen things, and you know, some people just dream of, oh, I'm falling from the sky, and I'm like, I wish that was all I had. I have dreams where I wake up like, what the? What was that? Like,
intricate as hell. It's all. Oh my god.
And
that's
you know, and I wanted to say because Sunday night, I had a dream. My grandpa that passed away, he came to visit me.
Okay.
And usually I couldn't really see him in his like regular form. He would just show me like my grandma, and it just let me know that it was him.
Oh, okay.
But this time he actually like came, like I was in the actual like spirit realm, because I seen like other spirits that were in there too. So I seen him, and like he was smiling, and I ran and hugged. I gave him a hug. It was such a happy feeling.
That's what's up. That's
yeah.
what's up.
So
man, we need give us more story. We like that.
Oh yeah, like you know, and I talk about how a lot of times when I'm in the spirit realms and I'm seeing spirits and talking to spirits, a lot of them just be doing their own thing.
Just hanging out.
They just be hanging out. And then I remember one time, I think there was like this place. It was like downtown, and there was a lot of different spirits. And they were just all chilling. They just sitting there, just talking.
We like to relax too, take a day off.
Yeah, and then I was talking, and the crazy part is I was talking to like one of them, and like it was like, I don't know, I can't remember who she was, but she was walking with me, right? So we was getting ready to walk through this door, but when I walked through the door, she wasn't there. So, so I realized that whenever I leave, they can't come back with me.
Yeah.
So they end up staying. Yeah, they stay where they at.
Because your body has a silver cord. You have a silver cord. You still attached to a body. They're not attached to the body no more. Now they're just a free spirit. They can do whatever they want to. But it's still, if you have that vehicle down there, you're still attached to this body. So you only can go, even like when some people I help that soul pass over. You only can go so far. You can't go in the gates because you're still attached to that silver cord. So you know what I mean? Like it's like, so one lady said she did the hospice for people who died, and then she said, and then when she did her regression, come to find out she's there with them when they die, and then in her sleep she goes back and helps them. Her spirit goes back and helps them get to the point where they can cross over. Because a lot of people, scared of the religion, and like I'm scared I want to go to hell, or I don't know what's happening, or a lot of people say a lot because of religion. Whatever your religion is, if you feel like you didn't make was up to par with this religion, then you kind of scared because you don't know what's going to happen, what's going to go next. And when she did the past life regression, she was the same person after they passed. She's sitting there with them when they passed. When they passed, she's the same person who helping them go up to the gate. She said, but I don't take them to the gate. Once I get to the gate, there's other guys there waiting. You know what I'm saying? There's other guys, other people to guide them to the next station. I only can take them to the gate because I got the silver cord. I'm still stuck to my body. And then so she takes first when she wake up, she couldn't move sometime, and the doctor thought it was sleep paralysis, but it wasn't. It was just your body and your body and your soul connecting again, and it takes a little minute to do it sometimes.
Yeah, it's
that's
cool.
crazy. Hey, can y'all believe if I told y'all I seen myself in a dream, what I look like now, but I was a kid?
Oh yeah, that's possible.
I didn't know what the. Listen, I seen myself with long hair, long locky hair. And I tried to grab the hair and wake up. Now, when I was young. Now I know what I was looking at now because I'm older and I see myself in the mirror. I'm like, oh, that was me. I was trying to grab my hair. And you know how, cause back in the day, I would always have to get my hair cut. And I kept telling myself, I'm going to grow long hair. I went to sleep in my cousin Muhammad's house one day in his bottom bunk bed. And it was so vivid. I had a ponytail in my head, and I tried to grab it and wake up. And when I woke up, my hair, there was nothing in my hair.
I wanted it.
But you know how it's so real that you like, I feel it. I feel it. I'm going to take this with me. And then I woke myself up, and it wasn't there. But looking at myself now, I know what I was looking at. You feel me? So, yeah, that was crazy. I just want to share that with y'all.
Yeah, like dreams that I have, it's crazy. Some of them good, some of them bad, but it's an amazing experience. Yeah. Like, I just ask you guys, like, just try to get in tune. You just never know what you might, what information you might receive. You just can't be scared. I know, the way, with Christianity and, how they used to have us think, well, if you do this and then you're going to go to hell. And
see, we got to look at it like this now. Christianity was brought up off of somebody else's religion. We have to look like, once again, what were we doing before Christianity? We were intertwined with our ancestors. We were talking to the spirits. We were, you know what I mean? So that's
we were talking to our spirit guides. We was talking to the earth. We knew the earth was a being. We treated her like a being. We respected her. She respected us.
You see what I'm saying? So that, I think we have to get more into that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Start digging deep into your spiritual realm. You feel me?
Because your subconscious know everything. Like every life you ever been through, everything you ever experienced, every time you tell you something, like that's marked off. I got that lesson. Your subconscious knows.
Yeah.
It for sure knows, and it remembers. Your conscious mind might not, but your subconscious remembers everything, and it knows everything.
That's crazy. Your subconscious.
Yeah.
Doesn't forget.
Yeah, like it's like when you think something is a disaster, it's probably really a blessing. Some disasters are blessings. Because if that disaster wouldn't have happened, you wouldn't have got the blessing. Remember we were talking about earlier. Sometimes you got to go through a disaster to get the blessing out of it. If I just gave you the blessing, you're like, oh, that's just, it was a blessing. It's happening. You know what I mean? But if I go through something traumatic, and I'm like, you know what I mean? I lost everything. I almost lost my life. I almost lost this.
That's where the stories come from. The inspirational stories.
That's when you can tell the story. Like, okay, I almost lost everything, but this is what happened, and you know what I'm saying? And something told me to this, something told me to that. Not knowing that something was you. That was your guide and your subconscious coming together to guide you where you're supposed to be. Because we had to take you through somewhere so you listen to us, so we can get you to the next place. To the next class. Yeah. This class is over, baby. You should have your certificate with this one. Sweetheart, you did this 3 times. Come on, let's get the certificate. Let's move on. You got lots to go. But then you got eternity to do this.
We were going to talk about the moon. You
Oh, we talked about that.
Okay.
I just want to say we talking about some real stuff because I can feel like the energy is heavy.
Yes.
It's strong in here.
Damn right.
And it's like pay attention to your intuitions. That's what we need to start doing as human beings now. And then we all know we enlightened and we know we got empaths. Pay attention to your intuition. Like when some of your mind say do this or don't do that or go there or do this or turn here, just do it. Yeah. What's the worst that can happen? Something good? And if something bad happens, it's a lesson.
It's a lesson.
But ain't no bad.
That's what, no. From here on out, that's how you got to start taking stuff.
Pay attention to your intuitions.
It was only a lesson.
Pay attention to stuff like little intuitions. Because you got little inklings and stuff, you be like, you might told you when we went to the house, I'm like, something that dog. Something and told me something happened to that dog. She did that to that dog. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I knew that. Then after later on, I ain't been in a store for somebody like, yeah, she did that to that dog. I didn't know that. I'm the first time ever meeting her and this damn dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that intuition in my head said she did that to that dog. So be careful. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you did that to the dog that you love. You don't know me. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so that made me be aware of the situation.
Telling you, like, watch your back.
Yeah.
Watch your back.
Yeah, I feel like it was. Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. And then pay attention to your ears ringing.
Sometimes we said that the other day.
My ear was.
What does that mean?
It means that you're trying to
get something right. Yeah, they're trying to get something.
They used to say back in the day when your ears start ringing, somebody's talking about you.
See, they made it negative.
Yeah, they did.
No, let's not make it negative. Let's bring it back. And when something ring in your ear, maybe you get a download, a positive download. Maybe you get some information you need for the next situation you about to be in, or the next class you about to be in. You need this information to make sure you can pass that class.
And then pay attention to what, like, if you're talking to someone, like, pay attention to what conversation you guys are talking about. Because if you're talking about a certain situation and your ears start ringing, they probably want to give you some type of confirmation or some type of information during that time.
Either you right, you wrong, you're on the right path, bring it back, pull it in, you know what I'm saying? But just pay attention to how you feeling when you hear it. Because it's actually giving you a vibration and it's giving you information.
Yep. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up.
We're gonna do our y'all wanna do our information?
Of course.
We're gonna do we all say love, light, peace. We say it 3 times. The last time we kinda slow it down, make it your own. We're gonna all say it together and then we're gonna do our closeout. Right? Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Love, light, peace. Love, light, peace. Love, light, and peace. I love y'all. I miss y'all.
All right, thank you.
Brought to you by.
And this has been sponsored by
Perspective. Creation.
Radio.
Bye, you guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll do this again next Thursday. Thursday after next. Every other Thursday.